San Diego. Sponsored by Wilsey Asset Management.
Hi, I'm Roy Robertson. Welcome to Good Business San Diego, where we're talking about the topics that are important to you, your home, your family, your health, and your money. And the following portion of Good Business San Diego is sponsored by Wilsey Asset Management. Now, with big stock market swings recently, investors are wondering what to expect in the coming months. So how do big money managers feel about the direction of the market? Are they bullish or bearish? A recent study reveals some interesting insights, and Brent Wilsey, president of Wilsey Asset Management, here with some of that report. What did you learn from this, Brent?
Well, thank you. This came from Barron's Magazine, who I respect. They've been around for over 100 years. They are the investment magazine that most professionals do read. And they do a survey every 6 months in spring and then in fall. In this survey, they interviewed the top big money managers, and 26% of the big money managers are bullish.
26%,
Only
very
26,
low.
very low.
Yeah.
And what that means, there's 74% that are either neutral or bearish, and about 26% that are bullish, but about 32% are bearish. Now, this is the highest that's been since 1997. The bearish of 26% is the lowest it's been since 1997. So this may sound bad. You might think, oh my gosh, I better sell everything I have and get out of the markets because they're all
there's no
bearish.
optimism.
No options left there. That is a wrong thing to do. You got to think about the other side, because if 26% are bearish, that means the other 74% are not. There's a lot of money in the sidelines. This is a time that you can get some good deals. And you know, we just had that big turnaround on Monday. I mean, we had companies up 4 or 5%. Right. We had one company up 12% for that day, that equity. So this is something you got to think about. Things are on sale. So it doesn't mean it's going to turn around tomorrow. When you see this report that solo is bearish, this is when you want to be buying, because this is the opportunities. Now,
there's value out there.
Yeah. The other problem too is that current money managers, you know, I worry about the experience, because you go back to 2008. I mean, that was 17 years ago.
Right.
A 40-year-old money manager today was 23 at the time, just getting out of college. They haven't experienced it 2008. And I learned so much through 2008 that you got to have that experience. So that's one thing. And I say that because one problem they had was inflation. They think inflation is going to be bad, going to destroy the economy. Well, no, we just had the inflation report that came out. And inflation, the CPI, came in at 2.3%. That's the lowest level since February of 2021. And I got to point out, too, that eggs in April were down 13%. So
yeehaw, the news we've all been waiting for.
We've been waiting for that. And I think there's more to come on the fall of eggs as well. So year over year, gasoline was down 12%. So we've got some things that are looking very positive. Inflation side, tariffs was a big concern. We talked about how you would have the corporations, the manufacturers, the shipping companies actually absorb those. I bought a beautiful car, Mercedes, for my beautiful wife, Christina, at Mercedes-Benz of San Diego, and they actually absorbed the tariff costs.
Oh,
so
they did.
There are actual companies doing that. So it's not just making it up. It really does happen. And then what you also want to know is where to invest now. The problem you got to look at is that, well, where do I go now? Right. We really liked, and so do the money managers, they really like the fact that they have on sale energy, commercial real estate, not homes. I don't think homes going to do very well going forward. I mean, they'll probably float around where they're at. But commercial real estate is on sale, and utilities is another great thing on sale. So that's what I'd be looking if you're looking at investing now, and be patient as always.
Takeaway is that there's always a buying opportunity.
Always a buying
opportunity. Got to know where to look, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so look online and find Brad at smartinvesting2000.com, smartinvesting2000.com. Preceding portion of Good Business San Diego, sponsored by Wilsey Asset Management. We'll be right back.